Commissioner Manning has revealed 4 new acts as part of the police legal framework. The acts are Domestic Terrorism Act, the Police Act, the Criminal Code Act, and Police Power and Obligation Act. Commissioner Manning announced the plans to introduce the Domestic Terrorism Act, which is currently a bill. This act has never been considered in the country.
A domestic terrorism act has never been considered in this country. We have looked across many jurisdictions of similar government and legal frameworks as we have in Papua New Guinea, and we believe that the Domestic Terrorism Act bill, so the Domestic Terrorism Bill, is the best way to best secure our country going into the future.
Manning also said that they are in the process of introducing a counter-terrorism team called the Kumul 23.
We are now in the process of recruiting for our Tier 1 or counter-terrorism group called the Kumul 23. And that, if you can appreciate that, that will take some time. At the earliest, we will be able to stand up an effective unit within 2 to 3 months. But this is a medium to long-term solution.
The commissioner said the legislative reforms are taking place at the moment.
As I mentioned earlier, we have the legislative reforms taking place. We have started reviewing our Police Act, and we'll continue to ensure that the Police Act ensures that our force is agile and empowered to protect. We are now looking at modernizing the Criminal Code Act that will ensure our laws confront the challenges of the modern criminal environment. And we're also looking at bringing in a piece of legislation called the Police Powers and Obligations Act. And this will ensure our police have the powers to enforce the rule of law, and our community can hold our police accountable to the highest standards of professional conduct. And of course, as I mentioned earlier, the Domestic Terrorism Act.
He says the crime types that are developing in the country are not only increased in frequency but also in severity. Louis Maingu, National EMTV News.